Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me and, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series videos I do for the while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, Tom, I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. If life has taught me one thing, it's that most people shouldn't have car alarms. If you can't be held responsible for that aspect of your vehicle, you shouldn't have it. I'm just saying. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm gonna yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That's definitely the case today, sort of. I went over there, got off of work a little over an hour ago, and it was a day, man. Like, it was a whole thing. It was just pretty much, I won't say start to finish, because it did eventually improve, but the start of my night was so bad. So bad, it was like such a clusterfuck that it was, yeah. So, when I knew midway through my shift, I was like, when I get out of here, I'm going out and I'm getting myself something to calm my stupid ass down. And so when everything was said and done, I decided I was going to hop on out, and I went out to a place that I've reviewed plenty of stuff for called, boom, Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Because typically, I like a nice little frozen sweet treat to go over there and kind of improve my mood. So that's what this was. This was the chai banana smoothie thing. But, I also figured, hey, I'm here anyway. Might as well grab some food. Count it as, kind of a breakfast deal. So what am I reviewing for you, folks? What are we doing here? It's boom! What is this, though? This is, I couldn't believe that I hadn't had this one. I literally had to go through my list of reviews because I do have a Tropical Smoothie Cafe playlist, by the way. So that's where this is going to end up. This is their buffalo chicken wrap. No idea how I hadn't tried this one yet. But it consists of grilled chicken, tomato, romaine, mozzarella, buffalo sauce, and light ranch. Sure, why the fuck not, man? Simple, easy, hopefully delicious. And And let's grab a thing for the thing. Okay, yeah, smells good. Let's get a thing for the thing that kind of looks like that, and then we'll just sort of like, maybe, ha 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 ha. All right, let's give it a go. Buffalo chicken. Wow. That buffalo has more kick than I thought it would. I was actually about to say that I wish that they hadn't added in the ranch sauce because I felt like it was going to diminish the buffalo sauce. But no, they went punchy with the buffalo. Credit where it's due to Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Because a lot of places, if they use a buffalo sauce, it's some kind of bitch-ass punk buffalo sauce that, really doesn't have any kick to it. It's just kind of tastes, the way it's supposed to. For proper buffalo sauce, it's basically a hot sauce. It's supposed to have some actual oomph to it. And this, it kicked me in the back of the throat. This is actually really tasty. It's got a nice buffalo taste. But it does start out, you get that blend of the light ranch in there, so it kind of diminishes it just a little bit, just at the start. It's a little bit more creamy and smooth at the beginning. But then, once the ranch kind of dials itself back a little, that's when you get that more striking flavor, and that's when you get that kick to the back of the head. This is actually really nice. This is surprisingly good. And mind you, I say that, and it's like, I think pretty much everything I've ever had from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, in terms of their food, and even their smoothies, has been at least good. Like, I don't think I've had an item that I thought was bad. Worst I've ever had were some that I felt were maybe a little bit confused or, a little disappointing. But I genuinely think, and I'm not trying to shill for them or anything. I would, though, if they were willing to pay me. I'm just tossing that out there. But I'd let you know. Okay, I have scruples, I guess. But I would go over there, again, not to shill for them, but it is a thing of, I don't think the Tropical Smoothie Cafe gets the credit they do for their food items. Because, their smoothies are obviously their namesake, fair dues. But their food items, their menu is genuinely solid. And when you consider that you can get something like this, early in the morning, and it's comparable in price to, general fast food, I genuinely don't know why more people don't take advantage of, Tropical Smoothie and their offerings. And I can only assume that maybe part of it is just a general, maybe like a slight ignorance, just people, because for me, when I saw that they opened one, I didn't realize, hey, they actually have food. I figured they're just a smoothie place. But no, they've got wraps, they got sandwiches, they got sides, and pretty much all of them I've had have been really tasty and, surprisingly good in quality. I would not have expected, I figured it would be good, but I wouldn't have expected this level of goodness, from, again, something that I was able to pick up early in the morning, when I just got off of work. It's not like it's a, earth-shatteringly, life-changingly good wrap or anything like that, but when you consider the wraps that you get from, fast food places and stuff, this is miles above that. It's fucking miles. Not only in terms of just the quality of what you're tasting, but then even just in terms of the straight flavor of it all. Just, so... It's zingy. It's got a nice kick. The chicken and everything else is fine. I will say the buffalo sauce definitely is the most dominant factor, but you figure it would be. But that's just tasty and good, man. There's nothing that I dislike about that. That's properly enjoyable. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, clearly, I think you just heard me gush over it. I'll say this, it wouldn't be my favorite of the food items that I've had from them, but it would be closer to the top than it would be to the bottom. If I were to do an overall ranking of them. I think the Caribbean Jerk, that one was one that I really, really liked, I remember. This one, maybe not quite to that extent, but it does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. It's a buffalo chicken wrap. It tastes better than it has any fucking right to for, something you're getting in a smoothie place. And, yeah, man, that's just tasty and good. I like it. So, it might not be my go-to, but it would be something that would be, every few visits or so. And if I'm recommending it, I think if you enjoy yourself a buffalo chicken anything, I think this will probably surprise you with how proper it is. And again, I'm not saying it's the best incarnation or anything like that, or, and maybe if you're from Buffalo and you're like, Buffalo, maybe it's not going to suit your Buffalo standards, fair dues. But in terms of, again, just being a thing, and I'm not trying to say this just in terms damning with faint praise, just by comparison it's good. No, it's properly tasty. And again, it's surprising that, something I got at a fucking smoothie place, not only was that flavorful, but, again, extra points for using a buffalo sauce with some actual kick to it. Makes me happy. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. Go over there and have yourselves a truly buffalo-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, it's one of the most, successful sauces, just around, you got, buffalo, barbecue, ketchup and stuff. It's up there. It's one of the big ones. So, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, trust me. I know it, I live it, I'm out there every day with you in it. Folks, life can be just frustrating and ridiculous and just bullshit sometimes. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there when we can, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal take on buffalo sauce? Is it something you love, something you hate? Is it one of those things that you got to sort of situational? I'm more of a situational person, believe it or not. I like it a lot, but I have definitely had instances where it was way too overdone. Sadly, the best buffalo chicken sandwich I'd ever have is from a place that is no longer there. I couldn't even tell you the name off the top of my head anymore. I'd have to dig a little bit. But me and my dad, it was my birthday. My dad took me out to buy him a TV. Yeah, that happened. And then after we did that, he was like, well, since it's your birthday and everything, we probably should at least go out for, something to eat or whatever. And instead of taking me one of my favorite places or whatever, he's like, well, that place is across the street. I was like, yeah, I guess so. And, it's this kind of cool little sort of tiki bar style place, that kind of deal. And they had a buffalo chicken sandwich, and I was like, fuck it, man, let's go with that. And it was the best. It was fucking awesome. Sad that place isn't there anymore. I forget what it is now, but anyway.